Welcome to another What I Eat in a Week dinners edition. I hope you enjoy these videos. I enjoy making them. I really like to watch them, so this is what it is. Let me know something that you had for dinner this week. I'm always looking for inspiration, as per usual. So yes, we can get into it. I do not feel that well. I do not want to cook whatsoever, but I have to use up this chicken and I need lunch for tomorrow. So I'm gonna suck it up and do it. I don't want to do any talking. I just want to cook it and eat it and go to bed. But it's a half-baked harvest recipe. 1 skillet Greek lemon and chicken and rice thing. I'm changing it up just a little bit for my liking, but you know, that's okay. Oh my God. Oh no. I wasn't paying attention to the recipe. I forgot that that had to finish off in the oven, so I took it off the stove. It's back there in the oven now, finishing cooking, and then we're done. So easy. While that's cooking, thought I'd come in here just to mention some of the things that I did differently from the recipe. I used like Castelvetrano olives, which are technically green olive. I added artichokes. I also added the artichokes and the olives in the cooking instead of on top at the end. I left out the basil and I left out the feta, and I used boneless skin on chicken thighs. They were bone in, but I did not feel like dealing with a bone, so I just cut the bone out. I know it doesn't sound like I'm excited, but I am. It smells really good in here. Look at this. I did broil it at the end just for a minute or so, especially since this is skin on. I wanted to crisp it up a little more. Everything's probably so hot. Want to touch the hiney. Where's that from? The flavors are out of control. This is a really good one. Artichokes, great addition. I'll see you tomorrow. I have flour all over my hands and my shirt now. So tonight I want pizza. And I had a thought earlier today that, ooh, I should put my leftovers from last night on a pizza. So that's what I'm gonna do. Took some dough out of the fridge. I'm gonna let this kind of come up to a little bit more of room temperature before I start playing with it. I just bought this. This is store-bought dough. You can make your own, of course, if you are just an overachiever. That's not me today. Time for pizza. And I love putting leftovers on pizza. I think it's a fun way to kind of like have it kind of new. I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is preheat my pan. I'm gonna do like a little bit of a pan situation, not my pizza stone tonight. I'm gonna put some olive oil on here and just stick it in my oven. My oven's preheating to 450 right now. So that way when I take this out, this will be hot and sizzly. And when I put this down on the pan, hopefully that gets the bottom kind of going right away. Nice and toasty. Ooh, it's sizzled nice. Time to assemble. I'm not a huge red sauce person when I'm making pizza. I usually like to put like a base of olive oil. And for this one, I'm gonna put down a little bit of Dijon. I feel like that could do something good. Just gonna spread it on. Salt and pepper. And I like to put my cheese on first. Are you like cheese on first person or toppings and then cheese person? I feel like my mom always puts the toppings and then the cheese. I like most of my cheese on the bottom, and then I top it with some cheese as well. This is just a block of mozzarella that I had in the fridge and I just shredded up. I like lots of cheese. Clean hands. I'm just gonna plop some of the leftovers right on top. My hope with this is that this rice and pasta mixture gets crispy crunchy, and I'll probably throw it on a broil at the end, but I feel like that would be really delicious and good texture. Some of the chicken that I chopped up. I also left the skin on this, so hopefully that crisps back up. And some more cheese. Just want to have the toppings peeking through. Back in the oven it goes. I don't know how long this is gonna cook for. I'm gonna check it at probably like 10 minutes, but just cook it until it's done. If you like it extra crispy, like my mom loves like well done pizza, cook it until it's well done. Just don't burn it. I'll probably, like I said, throw it on a broil at the end. Well, I guess it depends on what it looks like, but I can't wait. I've just decided that I didn't think there were enough artichokes on there, so I ended up just throwing some more chopped artichokes on top. Now it's going into the oven. That's a pizza. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I'm ready for this. Bottom is nice and done too. Oh. Last night's dinner was just way too good to not be used on something else like this. This is so delicious. I will see you tomorrow. I'm still not feeling all that well, so today I'm thanking my past self because I have some soup in the freezer that's calling my name. This is that like crack chicken soup that I made probably I think a couple videos ago actually. I made this when I was like doing the spend the day with me. I made this for dinner, and luckily I made a vat of it, so I just froze the rest, and now I don't have to do any work unless it's trying to get this thing out. Usually these are so nice and easy to pop out of here, but this one is, oh, there it goes. Just had to give it a little love squeeze. These are my 2-cup measures. I have 2 cups and I have 1-cup measures, and I use them for everything. Typically I don't keep them in these containers in the freezer because they take up a lot of room. I'll take it out in its little block form and I will vacuum seal it and just throw it in there. So in my pan, added a little bit of water. In it goes on the stove. I like to keep it kind of moving because I don't want it to burn, but I put it on like a lowish heat and it just slowly melts and tastes just like you made it fresh. And that's what I'm very excited about today. I'm telling you, it doesn't take much. Just as perfect as the day it was born. It took like 10 minutes. I definitely have to wait to consume this, but it smells perfection. I ate one of these the other day actually, and it was so creamy still and just so flavorful. Gotta go eat and then I have to lay down, so I'll see you tomorrow. I want some steak. What a day, what a day. I think I deserve a treat. Also, bonus content of what's going on in my mind. Every time I think of steak or mention it, I think of that movie Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, and there's a woman that pays for him and she's larger. He didn't realize this when he accepted the payment, so when he saw her, he was like, oh, I think there's been a mistake. And then she just jumps up and she's like, did you say steak? It makes me laugh every time. So that's that. I've got some fillets that I want to use. Cross your fingers that I don't overcook them. And I want asparagus in the worst way. So we're having a steak and veg tonight. Exciting development. I found a half of an onion in my fridge that I'll also be having my way with tonight. I'm actually gonna get that going, but I'm just doing some slices. I'm letting my steaks come up to room temperature a little bit more over on the side here. These are a little thinner than I like. I really like a thick asparagus. I think they just taste way better and I think they cook way better, but it's all good. I'm just going to snap these at their natural snapping point. However, now that I know they're all at their tenderest, I'm gonna trim them. Maybe I'll just do half. I wanna keep the tops because I like those really a lot. And then here, I'm just going to cut into pieces. Yes, this is gonna be real good. And I'm just going to saute these up with the onions and salt, pepper, and some lemon juice. Just just gonna dry off my little steaks. They're just like so large. I feel as though I kind of want to cut them in half just so they'd be easier to cook. And I really like when they're nice and thick. I'll have to figure it out, but I just want to dry them off. Good dry meat gives a good crust. Nah, I'm living on the edge. These are going into my cast iron, which I am heating up right now with some olive oil and butter. Heavily salt these things. I feel like I now should have cut these in half. I'm gonna put them in the pan, not move them, let them crust up real good. I might actually even preheat the oven so I can throw these in there. Oh yeah, those are getting there. I did end up preheating the oven. It's set to 400, so when I flip these, I'm gonna cook them for a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna pop them in the oven to cook through. I think that's my best choice with this thick of a steak. Oh yeah. All right, she's coming out. These babies are gonna rest and we shall pray. Moment of truth. I am so nervous. We'll go with this one first. This is the one that I was nervous about. We'll see. Oh, I'm very, very proud of that. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's plate up. Got my veggies and my beautiful steak. And this needs some flaky salts. I'm treating myself tonight. It's perfect. All the things. I love steak. I gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm finally out of work and I have like a million things to do today. So I'm going to try and help myself for later. I don't have too much left in the house, but I do have the rest of my dough that I made my pizza with earlier in the week. I didn't use all the whole ball. So I'm gonna use the rest of it now for tonight. I feel like I know I have some cheese in the fridge. That might be all that's on the pizza. Oh, I can put some artichokes on there. Oh, it's gonna be good. So I'm making pizza tonight again. Don't want this to go to waste and I really don't feel like freezing it. So I'm going to leave this out on the counter, just on a lightly floured surface, let it come up to temperature so that I can play with it later. And I'm gonna go run some errands and then I can come back and hopefully be able to cook pretty quickly because I am actually very hungry right now. It's gonna be a problem because I have to go to the store. So wish me luck. Hopefully I don't buy everything that I see because I'm hungry. I'm back. Same drill as before. Got my sheet pan. Just gonna put a little olive oil on there. My dough. I didn't preheat this one. I couldn't be bothered. So that's just gonna go right in there. This is not going to be a red sauce. So there's a little olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper. And I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic powder on here, like the slightest amount. Sometimes it can be a little too overpowering for me. Not garlic itself, but garlic powder. Just too much sometimes. Then I just shredded up the rest of my mozzarella cheese from the fridge. Oh, this is gonna be a cheesy pizza. I needed to use it up. And I have some marinated artichokes that I just chopped up and I'm gonna call it good. My oven is preheating to 425 Fahrenheit. When that's all good to go, I'm just gonna shove this in there, cook it until how I like it. Just wanna make sure the bottom is done. While that bakes, I'm just gonna throw together some lettuce and the best dressing known to man, Ken's Italian. Not the light one, just the Italian, and it's perfect. Now I need my pizza. There she is. Yummy, cheesy pizza. All to myself. And there's dinner. Pizza, little salad, my tiny little can of Coke. Thanks for joining me again on what I ate in a week for dinner. What's something that you made for dinner this week or had for dinner? Just tell me everything. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.